What is up, guys? Bagsy here, and today I'm going to be tackling a tool that I really enjoy using. It's called the VPVR, Volume Profile Visible Range, and I get asked this question a lot. Bagsy, how do I use it? What's it good for? Yada yada yada. So instead of repeating myself every week, I figured I'd make a quick video. Hopefully I can lay out the basics so you guys can start using it for your own trading, and so you can start winning. So first things first, I have a random letter generator. I didn't want to have a chart prepared. I just want to get into it. So let's go with Tron. Good old Tron. Let me erase all my prior notes. Turn this off. So first things first, the VPVR tool is a paid indicator on TradingView, meaning that you need to have an account and you need to give them some money in order to access it. So if you type VPVR, it'll come up as visible range. You can also type, visible range. Same idea, click on that. Now, typically your VPVR will appear like this, and it's really blocky, not that visually appealing. So first thing I like to do is to add a 0. So row size 200, and that not only allows you to have a better visual on the horizontals, but it's a lot more accurate. So you can see that our yellow dotted line moved. I'll explain what that yellow dotted line is momentarily. So this tool allows you to visualize the horizontal volume. When I say volume, typically we're used to thinking, these volume candles on a vertical level. However, this allows you to see how much money was traded horizontally. And what it also helps you with is to spot future areas of resistance or support, depending where we are. So when I'm looking at this long line is going to come up as a different color on your screen because I like to make my charts nice and sexy. It is called the point of control, POC. And all that means is that at this particular level of the range, the visible range, what we're looking at, the most money was exchanged at that price. So what that also can tell us is that if price is beneath, if we're consolidating beneath, once we do get back up here, this should act as a resistance, or if price is above, it should act as a support. Now, obviously, it doesn't always play out as such. However, it is a very good way to spot additional horizontal resistances and supports, as I said. So let's say I were to turn it off and I just were to eyeball it. I see this here, here. That pretty much sums it up. But if I were to turn my VPVR on, that gives me an additional level to consider. Now, there are two types of, they call them volume nodes. There are HVNs, high volume nodes. So typically what that looks like, this is a high volume node. That just means that this area had a bunch of money traded inside of it. And then, as I'm sure you can guess, the next one is LVN, low volume node. Low volume node. That means that there wasn't much money traded here. So you see this gap in the VPVR. So typically if price were, let's say price on Tron were to drop there. I'm not saying it will. I don't know what's going to happen with it. Say price were to get back here. If we were to lose that, there is not much support for this particular project at that level. So it should slice through to the bottom. So you can also use this not only to see the highest level of volume, but also to see if you'll have any overhead resistance or not. Let's try another chart for fancy. Yeah, let's go with Seller. Why not? It's one of the newer coins. Let me delete this. Let me put it on the daily. Yeah, so right now price is kind of consolidating beneath the POC. So if I were to long this, I would personally I would personally want to see this start trading above the POC. I want this coin to give me a reason to want to trade it. So if I were to long here, obviously you could still net, a good 50%. So you could definitely scalp it. But for long-term investing in trades, I really like to see price above the POC because at least I know that that's not going to act as a future level of resistance. So HVN, LVN, LVN, you get the point. And one thing, the VPVR is not really useful when a coin is in price discovery. So let me pull, I'm going to cheat this time. I'll do this one manually. So what I mean by price discovery, the coin is either making new highs or in this case, new lows. So you can see here that this project is never traded below here. So, let's say we bounce here, get back here. If we were to break that, and I'm not saying we are, then this tool will not help us. Same if a coin is in price discovery. So if you're trying to think, okay, maybe I'll use a VPVR to find out, where to sell, like, nah, it's not going to help you with that. It could help you figure out where you want to buy if price were to get back there. But another mistake I do see actually is people are too zoomed in, like really, really zoomed in, on the 50-minute. So they're looking at it like this, and you turn your VPVR and like, okay, that's my POC. Right here, you click on that, this, but you really want to zoom out because you really want to get a good picture for what's going on. And you can see here that this is actually not the POC of this particular level. Obviously, this is the POC down here, but for this particular range, this would be the level. So you really want to zoom out, get a nice picture, and then you could zoom in on whatever you're trading to get a better idea of what's going on. So I really, really enjoy using this tool. It allows me to get a different visual on my horizontal support resistance levels. And I hope this has made sense to you guys. If you guys have any questions, you can always post it in the comments below. Hit that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe. I started streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/BagsyTV. And I'll be live streaming a couple times a week. So if you have any questions, you could also ask me there. And I hope this helps you guys out, guys and gals. So yeah, cheers.